Arsenal Football Club are getting closer to the signing of the Leeds United and Brazilian winger Raphinha. A great offer has been received here from a very, very credible source. This is backed up here with another journalist claiming that it is very close for Arsenal to sign Raphinha. The overall report, of course, married up with what was said just a few days ago by The Athletic and David Ornstein, the Arsenal Football Club are in for him, that Arsenal Football Club would look at making an official move, according to a number of prominent journalists, some tier ones in there as well, some Twitter tier ones. Arsenal, very close to signing Raphinha. I want your thoughts. I want your feelings. Smash that like and share button. Let's go. Arsenal Football Club have been on one this transfer window. That cannot be denied. The signing of Fabio Vieira over the line, a very young, a very exciting, a very creative attacking midfield player. The deals for Gabriel Jesus and Yuri Tillemans being reported from being everywhere from done deals to right upon the edge of crossing the line. Arsenal in the last week have been showing interest in Raphinha as another senior player to join their ranks, a player with that experience already, that experience behind him, but also still that element of youth. He isn't an old player. He isn't somebody, in his late 20s, early 30s, 25 years of age, just really coming into his pomp and coming into his prime. Of course, the talent idea is there with Raphinha. We've seen how good he's been in the Premier League for Leeds United. But what really makes him stand out is that age, that seniority, that experience. The proven nature makes him a little bit less of a risk. And this could be three prominent, high-quality, technically gifted players in their mid-20s that Arsenal could sign this year, giving their team a new spine, giving their team a new feel, giving their team a brand new sense of quality. Raphinha is a player that Barcelona have been looking at, Bayern Munich have been looking at, Liverpool have ID'd him as a player to be a long-term replacement for Mo Salah, who looks like he's not going to be signing a new deal. Now, according to reports today, Arsenal are very close to securing this deal. Arsenal are very close to finalizing this deal. And these reports keep coming through. These reports are thick. These reports are fast. From a number, as I say, of prominent verified journalists. Ruben Uriah here, very well known, stating it's going to be done. And of course, we heard from David Ornstein over the course of the weekend via The Athletic that although Vieira's arrival is in, signings such as Raphinha, Gabriel Jesus, Lisandro Martinez, they're still keen to press on with them. They're not going to be freezing them. And when you look at a bit more detail from this report, Raphinha is on the verge of signing for Arsenal. The player doesn't know anything about Barcelona yet and doesn't want to keep waiting. A deal could be closed this week. Now, this is going to be intriguing to see how this triggers Barcelona. And I mean that because Barcelona really want the guy. But Barcelona have got to sell first. Not just they've got new money that's coming in. We know that already. But you don't want loads of players at your club that you don't want when you're buying new individuals. You've got to sell people on. Balancing the books is key, especially after just getting through this difficult financial situation, which they're probably not completely out of yet, even with the new investment after selling or the approval of the selling of their TV rights. They still haven't been able to register the likes of Kesse yet, the deal for him was done 3 or 4 or 5 months ago. So Arsenal were trying to strike while the iron is hot. Players will, in the coming weeks, start to get a little bit tetchy about waiting. Pre-season starts for Man United, I think, in 7-8 days' time. The Premier League starts in 6 and a half, 7 weeks. For Arsenal, I think it's 6 weeks Friday or 7 weeks Friday. It's less than 7 weeks, and they're kicking the ball again. People want to know where they're going to be, where they're going to be at. Now, of course, Fabrizio Romano shared this news that Raphinha deal. Barcelona have a full agreement with the agent Deco since February on a 5-year deal. Leeds want 55 million. No plan to change their price. Barca needs to be fast as Premier League clubs are back in the race, including Arsenal, but no bid submitted yet, is what Fabrizio Romano had to say about this situation. But Fabrizio was kind of ahead of the curve here on this deal, as we can see. But now it's progressed. There are more journalists coming out now and stating that this deal is close to getting over the line. Now, on him as a player, his preferred position, as we all know, is on the right-hand side of the attack. He can go left if need be. And I know a lot of Gooners will say, but what about Saka? That's his position. No, it isn't. No player should have a guaranteed position. That's his preferred position. That's where I think Saka's looked at his potent best as an attacker for Arsenal. But why should there not be competition? Why, if Pepe had lived up to his expectations, Saka may not even be in the team. That's how winning is done. That's how you create a superior squad to what Arsenal have had for the past 10 plus years. You add quality, you add quality, you add quality. You create a vast level of competitiveness to your team. Now, of course, Saka can move across to the left. Raphinha can move across to the left. There's versatility within this. And I don't think Gooner should be focusing on any negatives here. If you pull this off, it proves a few things. It proves all the naysayers wrong, that Arsenal need Champions League football to attract some of the best players in the world. Most of us have always believed that is a little bit of nonsense. That is a little bit of cap. That is a little bit of, this is Arsenal Football Club. If they offer the right wages, if they offer the right transfer fees, they can sign whoever they need to. The Arsenal pool is still strong. And suddenly, when they pull off this Gabriel Jesus deal, and there's no signs of them walking away, when they bring in the Tillemans, if they can get Raphinha over the line as well, the Arsenal attack and creativity is stacked beyond belief. Creativity for days and days. Listen, we're going into weeks and months here. We're going into weeks and months. The quality levels will be through the damn roof. Arsenal Football Club are on the verge of pulling off 3 or 4 of the biggest signings this summer. Yes, Man City with Cucurella, Haaland, Calvin Phillips. People are already looking at that going, that's the best window. And of course, the weight of the Haaland deal, his level of prolificness up front, sort of stands him above a lot of the other people. And I get that. But right now, on paper, Arsenal are doing the best business out of anybody, without a shadow of a doubt. If they get these deals over the line, an attacking force of Gabriel Jesus, Saka, Raphinha, Martinelli, the likes of Yuri Tillemans, Vieira, Smith Rowe, Odegaard feeding them. You've got Eddie Nketiah involved in that as well. Now, Eddie Nketiah just been put on a 100k deal. Signed a new, 4 or 5 year deal. He ain't kicking a ball if these guys are in form and fit. He ain't kicking a ball. Not in major games, not in the important games, but that isn't an issue. That's where you should want to be as an Arsenal fan. And it's not to say Eddie Nketiah is crap. No, Smith Rowe's barely going to get on the pitch. That isn't because Edmund Smith Rowe is crap. It's because there's better players in the team than him. But that's how winning is done. Because if Eddie Nketiah really wants to be the real number 14 at Arsenal, and I do disagree with Ian Wright, I think the number holds weight. We shouldn't disrespect that. The majority of Gooners, I don't agree with tagging Eddie Nketiah and giving him crap, but the number 14 shirt holds weight. The number 7 shirt at Manchester United holds weight. The number 3 shirt at AC Milan holds weight. And I don't think we should disrespect certain shirt numbers, But anyway, we digress. Arsenal fans should be so over the moon with this. Whether it's the talent idea you wanted or not, get out of get off your soapbox and celebrate the fact that your team and your club is actually backing your manager. You are going to go into this Premier League season with no excuses, no worries, no concerns, nothing but extremely high expectations for your club to deliver. And I know that Arsenal fans are going to go into this and go top 4 without a doubt. We've got to win a trophy as well. We've got to be highly competitive when we're playing against our top 4 rivals. And the knock-on effect on this is what I'm really, really intrigued about. Really, really intrigued about. And I'll tell you as to why. Because I want to make sure I say this in the right way. Chelsea, Man United have to react. Spurs have already started, but they've got to continue. They've got to see their plan through. And I'm telling you now you're going to laugh when I say this, but even the likes of Liverpool and City will just be having just a little glance over their shoulder. They won't be panicking. They won't be worried, but they're going to go, oh, what's Arsenal doing? They're just going to take a little look. And that's why Arsenal fans are getting a lot of crap from people. It's why even in the comments, without me even checking, there's going to be people saying, how dare you say they've had a good window? They haven't closed these deals off yet. Of course, they've got to see them through. But the work they're doing is real. The major links you're seeing on a regular basis are genuine links, no media fabrication. These things are very, very close to happening. Now, if they get pipped to the post for Lisandro Martinez, for Raphinha, if Spurs did a madness and went and got Gabriel Jesus, we move on to a very, very, very different conversation about Arsenal if they allow these deals to fall through their fingers. Willian was on the medical bench at Tottenham and ended up being a Chelsea player. Mikel was holding a Man United shirt and ended up becoming a Chelsea player. Nabil Fekir was literally doing his why I joined Liverpool video. He'd done everything, medical a lot, and he ended up staying at Lyon. So these things can be that far done and fall apart. But what great business they're onto here. Raphinha to Arsenal on. Progressing, according to some, very, very advanced. I want your thoughts. I want your feelings. Smash that like and that share button. Until next time, take care. Good.